Good day to all. This is X Year Commander, XGC for short, and this is Tobacco Habana in the Cypress area. This week is going to be a short little review about this cigar. Sometimes, you gotta spoil yourself, and you just have to get something that your go-to smoke or something strong. Start off your day just to kick everybody's behinds. Today, smoking the Plasencia Almo Fuerte, the black label. There is a natural, which is just a green label of that. This, to some people, is a considered as a full body cigar. For me, it starts off as like a medium plus, and yes, it eventually will pick up. But they also call it this particular cut. They call it Salomon. But some people also call it, if it wasn't a box press like this, a Figurado. And this is how I remember it. The bottom of the cigar looks like a top of a fig. That's how I remember the name Figurado. With a torpedo top, and this is one of the very few times where I would cut my cigar. Of course, in this case, since it's a torpedo, I cut it at an angle. I ended up cutting it first, then lighting it with a match, which, in my opinion, personal opinion, is that a Figurado's design was meant to be lit up with one match. As I just proved it, almost burning down this house. On that, um, now if you're a beginner, I don't necessarily would recommend what they would consider a full body cigar to start your day with, unless you are that type of person. Now, after I lit it up with a single match, I eventually would like to do a little bit of touch up with my little trusty torch, which is basically this is still considered as a torch, even though it's a low flame. Like so, just even things out, and hopefully it eventually will fix itself. And of course, if you're smoking it too fast, again, your cigar will tell you. It starts burning unevenly, what they call canoeing, and so on and so forth. Unless it's wasn't properly humidified. Even even when you paste yourself and everything was fine, and it's still burning unevenly, that means it's been over humidified on one side over another. That's why I like to leave my cigars sit overnight without the cellophane and basically smoke it the next day. But the beauty part about these cigars, uh, by the way, this is the company's name is Plasencia, and they recently, I say recently, even though it's been over 15, close to almost, I'll give it about 10 to 15 years ago when they started making their own lines of cigars. Even though a lot of big name cigar companies actually use their crop, their tobacco, to roll their own cigars and put their names on it. I would say Plasencia uh, was the probably top three, if not the oldest cigar company in the world that's not Cuban. Placencia is based in mainly in Nicaragua, and I don't believe they have any other factories anywhere else other than in Nicaragua. That's their main base. Either way, the beauty part about these cigars, especially nowadays, all their cigars they only come in 10 count boxes. Once upon a time, they used to have the original reserve, the white label, used to come like in a brick or a 20 count box for the Robusto size, but not anymore. Even those only come in 10 count boxes. Every single Placencia nowadays only come in 10 count boxes. But with this one and certain some the other ones, they don't wrap them in cellophane, so that's a good thing. Well, either way, hopefully you guys go out there and enjoy your day. Currently over here, it's it's raining, so it's started off kind of slightly dark, damp, and depressing. It's English weather, even though we live in Texas, and go out there, try to make the most of it. Anyways, today is Saturday, July the 27th, and this is X Gear Commander signing out. Have a blessed day and be adventurous and kick some ass. Be blessed.